I guess I just don't feel like... I guess I'm very... I don't feel like the strongest person in the world. But I know that I know that in another way, it's just a shell. It's like under different circumstances, it would be completely different. It's not that I'm weak and therefore a stiff wind could blow me over. I don't believe that to be true. I just believe that the pain, the anger, and the resentment that I worked on so hard in my childhood, you know, training to be pissed off and disgruntled, has officially followed me right up into adulthood, and here I am smack dab at the end of 32, and I'm just trying to sort things out. I don't walk around with anger towards other people. I walk around smiling at people, and it's funny because a lot of the time they're like, "What? Oh, he must be on drugs. He's smiling at me." You know, and then there's people that know better. But the anger's within myself. You know, if I'm going to call myself a fucking son of a bitch, I'm not going to say it to another person unless they really deserve it. You know, I'm not going to... I'm just saying that, all I'm saying is that you can make these contacts. You can make the contacts and you can go forward and you can do exactly what your passion, what your passion is. You can go out and you can live your passion and meet people and be in love and be happy and meet other cinema freaks and make it work. I know you can. It's just the interesting things, like why do I have these conversations with myself? What is it that would say I'm not good enough? I mean, there are people who've made careers out of making the crappiest horror films you've ever seen, the most grade Z horror films, and they love doing it, and it's their passion in life. They love it. I mean, you could have a passion for making strudels. I mean, you could have a passion for anything, you know. Your passion in life could be making cookie cutters for, you know, making cookie cutters or designer waffles. It doesn't matter. It's your passion. You like grade Z horror. I happen to like thoughtful cinema that is a combination of, you know, I say this, a combination of just about everything. It's just a jumble of everything. You know, it's like, it's art. That's what it is. It usually centers around drama, and there's usually some dark comedy involved, and, you know, there's usually a combination of a whole bunch of elements that play into it. It's just not one genre, like horror. You know, it could be a comedy that turns into a horror, but it's more art. That's what art is. Art is this kind of all-encompassing endeavor that takes on a lot of different elements and plays with them in ways that we haven't seen before. And that's a very broad arena. I mean, but there is a difference. Anyway, there's a difference between grade Z horror and an art film that you walk away from going, wow, you know, that's just so potent and true to my life, and I understand that. Like, I can see where he was coming from. I can see where she was coming from. I know what she's saying about life. That's so true. I've been scared like that before. I've been freaked out like that before. That's a bizarre. I know it. I felt that way. That's so weird. I felt that alone, or I felt that afraid, or I felt that hysterical. I've been that embarrassed. You know, it's all those things. Thank you. Much love. We'll be back.